I think, the coach is really important as being a kind of role model, and yeah, they're almost a teacher. I remember when I started with my coach, I was 16, so 17, just coming out of school, going into seeing this person as almost an authority figure, and you do listen to them, you try and take on their words of advice, and for me that really took hold when I moved to Dan Path in London 2012. He was a very experienced coach who I think he had good morals. That was something that he actually did believe was important to him, I think, and he did look at us and how to try and mould you and how to try and what to say to you, when to say something to you. They're almost, they can manipulate you, and sometimes, for the good, though. Yeah, so I remember Greg Rutherford, training partner one year, he was doing some 90-meter reps, and he was running quite quick, and he was happy, but my coach just made a joke. He was like, "Oh, you're not going to be able to hold that pace. I've never once in my all years had an athlete ever do that, for 3 reps, you won't be able to do it." And Greg's walking away like, "Oh, I'm going to show him. Dan knew. Dan's had multiple athletes do that in the past, but he knew to say that to him just to get that response. Some people do need a bit of incentive. Other people just need, a hug. It is completely different, and I think that's the thing. And it's always up to the human approach. And I think that's the thing. Anyone who's a coach needs to realise that you are there to obviously improve that person functionally, physically, but you're also there to help them as a human being, and remember that they're a human being and that we all go through hardships, and sometimes through sport, because it's so physical, you get that emotion out and you can always see the emotion without having to speak it. So sometimes the coach actually has maybe a bit of a view upon you that nobody else has, and they can see things that nobody else can see, and they can try and fix those things. So I think a coach is incredibly important. So it's a lot of responsibility though, I guess, as well. So but yeah, if they're willing to learn, then it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. I know that the one thing that I'll always remember, and it's more of a human thing, which is just trying to be nice is what he was trying to say, basically. But after 2012, he was just like, don't let it go to your head. Remember, the same people you meet on the way up the ladder are the same people you'll meet on your way down. And it's just trying to effectively say, be nice to people. It's perspective, it's realising you're still a human being, you're still going about your day job, and you need to be a good person. It doesn't matter what you do, who you are. There's really important values, and I think if you've got the right person on board to keep you grounded, to make sure that those values always remain, that kind of goes away from sport, but it's that's more important to me, who you are as a human being. Yeah, I remember when I first started athletics, I had to travel, an hour and a half just to find my local track. We didn't really have very good facilities around me. We didn't have any facilities around me, to be fair, or coaches. I think coaching was interesting. I was really lucky that they found me a really good coach local, Hayley Ginn, who was perfect for me at that stage of my development. She didn't do too much too soon, was very nurturing. It's important to have that opportunity. Some people are luckier than others, but then it's also about if you've got the right people in charge to make sure that they can help. There's always a way. There's always a way for something. So it's just about trying to find out the right person to help you with that. Absolutely, I think that's the best thing. You've hit the nail on the head there. It's opportunity for everyone. Every single person should feel like they are represented. So I think that's what's great about the Commonwealth Games, for example, is that we're seeing power events. We're seeing now for the first time more female medal events than men's. And there is all the races that you're going to get at sport. That's what's great about sport. A lot of the time, it doesn't really look at any of that. Everyone's represented. But then, like you say, you need that opportunity. If you're inspired and you've seen yourself, and now you want to go and take up something, well, where can you do it? And now, like you say, we're stood in somewhere that's obviously, that is thanks to the National Lottery, that they can actually go and partake in that sport, and it is opportunity. So the more opportunities we can create for more people, it's only a positive thing. I'd love to coach. I think my coach Dan has taught me so much, and I'm a real geek. I'll sit there for hours on my phone and research papers. I'll be there for a very long time. But at the same time, I don't know what life's going to lead me. So I'll definitely think I'm going to be involved in some degree of coaching. How far that goes, I don't know. Even if it's just your local club.
Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space. Yeah.